Then again, if you have estrogen, all hope is lost. Roman Reigns is on one of the greatest runs currently and of his entire career, being a big momental change for himself in the professional wrestling world right now, in which there is no denying that he is a global superstar phenomenon thanks to his head of the table gimmick. WWE has finally created an entertaining money-making attraction in a long time, since You Can't See Me wasn't seen at all.
Are you sure about that?
Whatever, man. It ain't played out. Man, forget y'all, man. Damn. Judging very similar from what happened with John Cena, they will for sure milk this as long as they can for those dollar bills. But like an exhausted streak, a king of booking, a super Cena, everything can't last forever. Roman Reigns himself has already caught on, and it is why he is going to Hollywood thereafter. This is where Cody Rhodes comes in. This is what the son of a plumber was bred to do. To punch a ticket straight through, become the American Nightmare, and win to headline to the main event of WrestleMania. Someone else has continued to be a living sensation leading up to this moment. WWE have shot themselves point blank with making Sami Zayn look like a better choice than the guy who won the Royal Rumble to main event against Roman Reigns. What's going on, Cosmos? I understand that I probably had to make myself much more clear, being under that damn mask. It'll probably be times that, it could be difficult to hear, so hence the reason for this. So you could pretty much call this a part 2 series. I did one already. It's called WWE basically WWE keeps Sami Zayn out of the main event of WrestleMania. And I'm pretty much here to tell y'all to be straightforward, not to waste anybody's time, and not to repeat myself, but this is pretty much going down the road we already visited before. When it comes to WWE, they love, it's almost like a trait, they love to make the exact same mistakes that they continue to make. Because even with Triple H, if you heard me if you heard me or whether you have not, because I'm still, as I understand, I'm relatively new on, y'all just being introduced to me, but whether it's not, who's ever in the chair, to RHODE the booking, the creative. We've seen time and time again, whether at their peak and at their lowest, WWE has made decisions, whether that be an angle, a character, a story, whether it's been just complete nonsensical booking altogether, making the 0 sense as they could be possible. I said, I'm still here. We still have to come back to be here to say that because we know how this road goes down. We pretty much know already what going down this road, because we're on the road to WrestleMania. There is no going back. There is no making the same mistakes. We have to move past that. WWE has to move past that. There is no making them same mistakes over and over and over again. We should be past that by now. But we pretty much, apparently we're not. We still have to, which is why I have to instill, along with, of course, you fellow Cosmos, we have to instill that makes sure that we have to be heard. We have to make sure that they know that this is it. We want change. And of course, over the close to a year, months now, leading up to WrestleMania 39, we haven't seen any change at all. So the storybook should be clear going forward. And y'all get my much more, leading into, which is pretty much going to turn into a trilogy, a 3-part. Cody Rhodes needs to win WrestleMania. There is no ifs or ands about that. There needs to be no other plan, because I've heard among other things, and of course, we've heard rumors, stories coming out that, I've myself heard also that they don't want to do this. They don't want to they don't want to have to make a new original plan. They don't want to have to go with the obvious logical plan. An idiotic plan, whether that's making a championship, because they wanted to make a championship for Cody Rhodes, while Roman Reigns wanted to face The Rock, while they had Roman Reigns face The Rock at WrestleMania. I don't know about y'all, but I'm past that shit. I don't want to see Roman Reigns against The Rock. I don't. I'm past seeing part-timers. I'm past that. Like I said, when it comes back to the mistakes that WWE have continuously made, whether that's the streak, over pushing wrestlers, or holding back certain wrestlers, whether that's not creating new talent, entertaining enough story, we pretty much know that. Like, the list goes on and on. We've seen the mistakes that they made. They have more than their fair share, if not Vince McMahon himself. So Cody Rhodes needs to be, we know that part. There is no question about that. Cody Rhodes he should go over at WrestleMania. He's obviously going over at WrestleMania. There is no run around or, beating the bush upon that. But we know, going into WrestleMania that may not be the plan that they don't want to be. They pretty much, it's pretty obvious, if not wasn't already, how they would try to keep teasing and kept trying to bring The Rock back on TV, just like Austin. It's pretty much clear that this wasn't the original plan. Of course not. Whether that be Sami Zayn is also as well. Like I said, I don't want to see no tweaks. I don't want none of that. The stage is set. We don't need, no stakes, no up in the stakes, no going into another lane. No, let's go over here and let's put Cody Rhodes put his WrestleMania moment on the line against Sami Zayn. No, we don't want that. There does not need to be that. Obviously, continuing the story like they're doing now, which is not over, for Sami Zayn to get his vengeance, his moment, his shot over Roman Reigns. We don't need that. We don't need another Daniel Bryan situation. We don't want that. We don't need another fake movement. As much as I like Sami Zayn, his road, we already know where his road has gone. And as much as it is a very gorgeous, beautiful conclusion and story overall, as it will be, as it's going on right now, it's been enjoyable. But we don't need that to happen. The guy is pretty clear. Like I said, he pretty much also said it himself. He doesn't want to be the face. He'll be a main eventer. Obviously, he has those credentials, and he's shown that. But he's not that guy. We know the next guy to be, even though I don't want it to be. Like I wanted him, and I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be honest. It should be Sami Zayn. As I obviously want Sami Zayn to win, could have won, but obviously that's never gonna happen. It may happen, which may be a catastrophic. But that can't happen. We pretty much know who should go over and should be the next face to sustain for them, building up new stars. Cody Rhodes. As he goes into WrestleMania, takes off the titles, and be's the next biggest threat, the next placeholder for the WWE. That's the way it needs to be. That's the way it should be. Like I pretty much said, mentioned just now. We'll get into that more leading up to the events of WrestleMania. Sami Zayn already had his story. It's Cody Rhodes that we need to be moving forward. But I have of course, in the back of my mind, in all of our minds, we know WWE is going to continue to do WWE. So we will see. We will see what will happen, what will go down in this coming months, week, leading up to WrestleMania. And yeah. And they better follow through. They better follow through. Which may not also be that culprit, but which is pretty much also the other obvious one. What if Cody Rhodes doesn't go over? What if he doesn't win? What if they have Roman retain? And I don't want to hear anything else. Well, he can win at another bit. No, I don't want that to happen. It's pretty clear, I don't care about 1,000 days. Roman Reigns, he has enough of a feat as it is already. It's bad enough that they put both titles on him. which is why they had the problem to begin with. So the path is clear. Cody needs to go over. And that's final. That should be the final decision. No Sami Zayn, no Roman Reigns again. Cody Rhodes. But we will see. We will see. That will be, pretty clear coming next. And Cosmos, I will see y'all to the ladder.